Hi traders, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time you're watching this video. So today I'm going to be sharing with you the setup that I have for this week. It's a new week. It's the 13th day in the month of October 2025. So I want to share with you what I have on my plates this week. Just one setup for this week. Let's see how we can find a trade opportunity on it. So this is AUDCAD, and I'm going to be doing a top-down analysis from the monthly down to the weekly, the daily, and then possibly the 4 hour to look out for entries on it. So this is the monthly time frame. And from what we have here, this is price hitting this area of support a couple of times in the past. From what we have, you can see every time price tapped into the zone, we saw that it made this push to the upside. Every time it tapped, we made this push to the upside. Every time it tapped. So what we have currently is that price is likely to continue from here, making the move to the upside. So AUDCAD from the monthly outlook looks bullish. Now let's narrow down to the weekly time frame to see if it's the same thing that we have on the weekly time frame. So from what we have on the weekly time frame, we see that price made this impulsive move to the upside. It made this correction and then gave another impulsive move. So usually this is what happens when price makes an impulsive move, breaking below the previous swing high. We see make a correction and then another continuation to the upside. So we're likely to see price continue extending to the upside to tap into this level of supply, right? So, and also if you want to look at it from this point of view, you can also see that this was an area that served as an area of resistance. So now we see the breakout and the retest. This previous resistance now is going to turn to support. This level here is going to turn to support so that we can look out for opportunities to take a buy trade from here to this level of supply. So the weekly time frame as well is also looking bullish. So let's go to the daily time frame to find out if it's the same thing that we have on the daily time frame. From what we have on the daily time frame looks pretty interesting because the price action here is giving some bearish vibes. Remember, this level is from the weekly time frame, this area of previous resistance. So this is from the weekly time frame. But looking at what we have closely on the daily time frame, looking at the most recent price action area here, we can see clearly that price tapped into this area of resistance and made this push to the downside like this. Now, this impulsive break to the downside also caused a break out of this structure point here. So this previous resistance, if we look at it very closely, you can see that we have resistance here. We see the breakout. Now, this resistance will not likely turn this support would not likely turn to an area of resistance. And from this point, we could possibly see price react from here and push to the downside. Yes. So this means that the daily time frame is giving us a different bias at the moment because we're currently sitting below this area of resistance. And until price makes a breakout of it like this, until price makes a breakout, a retest, and then a continuation, we're likely to see price extend further to the downside, right? So the monthly time frame says bullish, the weekly time frame says bullish, but at the moment, the daily time frame is giving some bearish vibes. So we have to be patient. If you want to take a bullish trade, you would have to wait for price to clearly break and close above this level so that it tallies with what we have on the weekly time frame and the monthly time frame. That way, it's a lot easier for you to flow with the current trend of the market. But until price does that, we're likely to see price extend further to the downside on AUDCAD, right? So it could possibly drop into this level here. And from this other block, we could be looking out for opportunities to take. From this other block here, we could be looking out for opportunities to take a buy trade from there. So we're going to see how the market unfolds as the week goes by. Today is Monday, so we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we're going to see how the market gives us opportunities. We'll pay attention to look out for the opportunities as the market creates them. So we're flowing with the market. We're not going to insist that the market does what we want it to do. We will let the market do what it needs to do, and we'll follow the market as it comes. Yeah, so this is my outlook on AUD AUDCAD. Yes, so I hope you have found this helpful. Remember to subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more educational videos like this. Remember to also like and turn on the notification bell so that you can always get notified every time I post a video on this channel. So thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.